Alright guys, okay, welcome to our sessions over here. This is going to be our online sessions, which is we made for our final progressions. Okay, as I mentioned to some of your friends, okay, before this, okay, this week basically, okay, I actually have done basically my face-to-face sessions, okay, but less basically students will join, maybe because you guys were busy with your final year, kind of what we call that presentation, final presentations, okay, for the past three days. So I decided basically to have our sessions right here in a bit more on online sessions, because I think, okay, the best way that I actually can execute, okay, this kind of consultation will base from online, kind of what we call that sessions, okay, online kind of what we call that sessions, okay. So okay, let me take those attendance there first. Sorry, I forgot basically my password. Okay, now there guys. Alright, alright, Amber is here, right? Amber. Jasmine is here, right? Jasmine. Ayman were here.
Yes.
Alright, Wen Mei here. Eileen. Yong Wei. Hao Yan. Tian Ching. Tian Ching is not here. Hao Yan. Wen K. Jia Chi. Zheng Beng. Shi Min. Sam here, Sam. Dan Kim Lok. Okay. Yong Wei. Okay, Yong Wei. Yu Shen. Alright, Eileen we're here. Wen K, say Wen K. I don't know directly whether the Sam know directly. Can you double check for me directly, Sam, for Sam? Okay, I have directly. I got his phone numbers over here. Okay, I've just given him basically those code there, right? Alright guys. Okay, let us go through a bit. Okay, are you guys ready, right? So that means, okay, right now, okay, let it let us go through. Okay. Okay, we start with Amber that first, right? Okay. Alright, I have recorded sessions. Okay, this is basically some of the Amber kind of developments there, okay. And I would show basically, right, she had basically have made a lot of changes from there. Amber there, okay. A good progression from here, even though, okay, you really try hard enough to design those characters, okay, within your kind of way of different styles. It's a very good kind of approach, okay, on your works there. Alright. So thank you very much, Amber, okay, and hopefully we can see more progressions, okay, after this. Okay. And also, okay, hopefully you can bring also enough value for your carry marks that way. Okay. So at the moment, I would love to give around 68 first there, okay, for your hard works direct from there. Okay, for your hard work. Okay, alright, okay, the thing is right now, okay, Amber, okay, please remember that, right? Okay, when it comes to develop basically this, alright, this assignments, we need a little bit kind of creativities at the same time there, okay, to work on it. Okay, so please try to create more value on your presentations. Okay, value means, okay, you can actually add some elements other than the style that you create, okay, differently, okay, to give more better kind of vibrance, okay, variety of your presentations. Okay, that's the thing that I saw from your developments there, okay. And I know basically it's not that quite easy there, okay, to diverse and develop basically the skill that you have from here. Okay, there's a lot of things basically you've been working on there, right, in order for you to create this kind of styles there. But of course, okay, when you actually have developed basically that kind of ideas together, and you have been go through a certain kind of what we call the process, I would love to see your kind of progressions there, right? Okay, don't actually take off your progressions earlier. No matter how good or bad you're actually working on with it, please make sure that you guys are going to show the progression that you have made from there, because that's really important for us to see your kind of developments in the early stage. Okay, the thing that you did basically, okay, make a lot of improvement from there. They have been shown a lot of improvement from there. Okay, that's the most important thing about the process that you've been going through with it. Okay, this is one of it there, right? Okay, this is one of it. Okay, this is only my suggestion. Still, I still basically maintain my kind of ideations that have been made for you there, okay, before. For me, this is a very good kind of emoji kind of style that you can develop for your works there, okay, for your presentations there, Amber, based on the skills. Because we can see your sense of personality from here. Okay, your personalities from this design. That's the thing that I saw. Okay. And this kind of design, if you paint properly, they give more better kind of way of approaching your kind of design rather than this one. Okay. This one could be better if you actually maintain this kind of styles. Okay, they give a bit more kind of better kind of way of approaching your kind of works. Okay, Amber?
Okay.
rather than you try to design a few number kind of style that based on your features that you have. Okay, for me, this is basically my opinion. Okay, and my opinion normally is not wrong there, right? Especially if I saw basically the weakness from each presentation from the students there, right? Okay? I think this one a bit more better. Okay, because they show basically more value on your drawing skills. Okay, the skills when you develop it and when you paint it properly, they also give more better kind of way of presentations. Okay, to turn yourself into those emojis there. Okay, so we go through with next one are going to be who? Wen Mei. Wen Mei. Alright, I think Wen Mei basically have been go through before, and of course he's actually in the safe side there, right? In terms of quality of those design. Alright, thank you very much there, Wen Mei. Okay, you actually have done quite very experimental kind of works, okay, based on the skill that you have. Okay, so this is very good part, okay, from your friends, okay, who actually show basically the diversity of their skills there, okay. And of course, okay, I'm really glad to have to see, to basically to watch basically your kind of developments from here. Alright, so what I can give basically from me is around, this is the final, is it? Yeah, Wen Mei. Final, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So if I give you actually around 85, let me check the okay on those kind of finals there, okay, how much you get from there. Okay, around 86, not bad, then we made it, right, okay? You get around A+, is it? I know that, right? So, thank you very much there, Wen Mei.
Thank you, sir.
Alright, so we go for Eileen. Eileen, we're here, right? Eileen. Alright, Eileen right now. Alright, based on your progressions over here, you made a lot of changes. Okay, this is a nice kind of works there, Eileen, right? If you turn yourself into emoji, but the thing is, try to make a full, what we call that drawing for these fingers there, right? Okay, don't draw halfway there, right? Only there, okay, to show those kind of progressions. To show basically those expressions there, okay. Very nice kind of approach there, Eileen, okay, better than the previous one there, okay, that you try to draw yourself become a baby or what, okay, but this is very good kind of progression from you. Very positive kind of progressions there, okay. Right, you can show basically your kind of skills. You can actually create more value on your skill from here, Eileen, okay. So this is not final one there, okay, Eileen. So that means there's more things to go from you. So for me, at the moment, okay, I try to give around, alright, 65 there first, 65 there first, alright? And we will go through with all those progressions later on. Okay, let me check how much do you get for the rough kind of marks from here? 68. I think around C plus there, right, okay? You can get B there, okay, from this kind of development there, okay, or maybe B plus, alright? Based on those value that you create from there, okay? Hopefully, we can see around on this Sunday, okay, to work on that. Okay, next are going to be, who is it? Jasmine. Jasmine, you still have problem with the...
Yes, I think need to send to the Apple Center to repair it.
Check back again, right? Okay. Luckily you have the progression from here, but this is the only progressions there, right?
Yeah.
You have a laptop, right?
I will use my brother iPad to draw.
Okay. So check back again. Yes.
But I come back hometown on Friday. I scared cannot done on this week.
Of course can, right? Check back again. If you go through with your kind of caricature styles there, you see that, right? Okay, this caricature style, if you turn over into not the same drawings but the style that you create right now, if you turn into those emoji, half of the body of it, okay, they can become more better kind of value for your presentations. They give more value on your presentations. Okay.
Okay.
So that's the thing that we can do there, okay? If you think basically you can speed up your times working with this kind of styles, go ahead. Okay?
Okay.
Alright. So I already taught you guys, okay, how to work smart. You better basically use those kind of techniques, okay, to work and speed up basically your time from here. So I'm going to give around 50 efforts, okay, for these evaluations, and then we see what happens from there if you can actually submit on Sunday or Monday, okay, but just keep update with me, okay, with your situations.
Okay.
Alright, around 68, almost same like Eileen there, okay, same like Eileen, so we want to see those progression from there, okay. Alright, Young Wei. Which one, right? This one. Well, these are the previous one, okay? I think this one is a bit more better, okay, to see, to look into your kind of way of working for these presentations. Which is, I saw basically you have done a very good kind of progressions that based on our discussions. Okay, but the thing is, Young Wei, please actually, right, if you can improve more on your hairstyles, especially on the bottom part there, okay, to give more better kind of natural kind of looks. Okay, for your design there, okay, there will be more better there, okay, Young Wei. Okay, and other than that, okay, you can improve more on your drawing strokes to give more better kind of natural kind of looks. And of course, if you go through with what Eileen and also Amber actually have done that before you made it, okay, you actually can just redraw yourself on top of the layers using basically these pictures there, okay, to create into your works. Okay, that's the things that you can do to give more value on your presentation other than you just try to design some anime manga kind of style that, which is you have to take care also the proportion at the same time that works on that. Okay, so at the moment I'm going to give around 45 there first, because one of the reasons, because you have to take care of your proportions there when you design those characters. Okay, other than you have to clean up the line at the same time, okay, and give more natural kind of look and feel for your hair kind of styles drawings. Alright, 57 is not bad there, okay, but you can actually do more better from there. Okay, Young Wei. Okay, now Ho Yan. Ho Yan here. Ho Yan. She's not okay. Let me see. Okay, what Ho Yan actually have done. Okay, check a look there. Okay, Yong Wei. All right, how actually Ho Yan actually reused basically her basically photo as a references, okay, to develop into this works, okay. But I don't know whether she's going to use this one as for the finals. I don't know that, okay. But by the way that I'm looking right now, she tried to develop herself into different kind of way to approach. So try hard enough, it's okay there, right? But take care also the proportions at the same time there. That's basically what I saw from you basically, right? Okay, Young Wei. Okay, take care the proportions properly when you present your works. Okay, when you draw the shoulders, put the shoulders on the frames, okay, inside those frames there to give more better kind of presentations, and balance up basically your kind of design at the same times. Okay, that's basically one of those good progression from Ho Yan. Even though most of the characters are look alike, okay, it's okay if you want to design the same characters, but you're going to add variety of elements, right? One of the characters wearing hat, one of the characters wear a very snow cap, or some different kind of accessory, female accessories there, okay? It can be also the guys, okay? You have to be creative to add those elements there, to add basically the element to make a variety for your presentation. Alright, it doesn't mean that you have to draw every single styles in different kind of what we call that design. You can use the same styles, the same characters, but add different elements. Okay, so work smart on it. Don't work hard. But remember, okay, when you design those characters, you have to design properly. So I think your design were not actually complete yet. So I'm going to give around 58% from there. Okay. Okay, Tianqing actually have seen basically his development there before, so I'm going to give around 60 there first, okay, for his hard works. But this one, I don't know whether he actually have been working on it before, on those progressions. By looking into this one, okay, what basically Tianqing have done also the same there, guys, okay, to include the right. So, but not everyone can develop this kind of character styles there. Okay, not everyone can develop this kind of style there, right? So you have to know basically the level of skill that you have, okay, in order for you to develop into your kind of design presentations, okay. That's basically the first thing that you have to make sure that you're going to develop from there. So remember what I say, okay? Improve more on your value when you present it yourself, okay? When you present it yourself, okay? Tianqing developments, I think around 57, okay, that first, okay? Based on the quality of those designs. So we can check basically how much you get, okay, both of you guys basically they've been working on it, get, okay, around 60%, hopefully can do more from there. I will check it back again, alright, from all those assignments that you've been developed there, guys, okay, and then we see what happens from there. And potentially there, okay, you can get around B+ there, okay, from there. Maybe more than that, depending. Okay, I will go through a little bit more further later on, okay. Now, when you're not here, Aiman. Let's take a look at Aiman there, right? Aiman, you're here not there, right? Aiman haven't submitted yet. Okay, Aiman haven't submitted yet. If you're not submitted yet, let's just say, okay, I put 0 there first. Okay, when K, I put 0 there first, for example. How much do you guys get if you not submit your kind of assignments completely? Refresh, just submit. Okay, let's double check, okay. Okay, what do you get, guys? Okay, see there, okay, when K and also Aiman. you get around 46 and 48 only. Okay, if you're not submitted, okay, remember that, guys. Okay, take extra precaution from there. Cannot refresh. No work has been attached. Okay, what I might actually have been working on. Okay, this is based from the photo reference that I actually have made for you there, right? Okay, it looks okay there, okay, the style that you have right now. Okay, experiment with a few number kind of styles there from there. I'm looking forward to see from you. Okay, even though you have submit your update there, okay, let's just say how much do you get from those presentations. Maybe around 25 there first, I mind there, okay. See what happens. This one I think can increase a bit more because I saw basically a very good progression from there. Okay, let's see what happens there. This is how basically I re-evaluate the students' works. Okay, 57 diamond, you can actually increase more from there. Okay, by looking into your kind of skill that you develop there, right? You can get more from there. Okay, you have that kind of ideas, but only one there, right? Huh? You cannot give more. Only one design. What happened to the rest there? Okay, this is the one, see? Progressions. Only one of it. Is it? Okay, from the finals, okay, this is basically some of the work from there. So basically try to experiment a few number kind of style, okay. That's a good thing there, Iman, but give more value on your presentation for each every submission step. Okay, thank you very much, Iman. If you guys will go through carefully to your submission, okay, each one of you guys have the potential to increase more marks, okay? Increase more marks from there. So, you never know, okay? From 57, you can get around 79 maybe, though, 75. If you actually bring a lot of value on your kind of final submissions. So, it's all depending basically on how actually you're going to present it back again, right? Okay, we go to with Yachi. Alright, Jachi, this one is a very good one, Daraki. You know why? Why basically I really appreciate people basically design or draw themselves by using their references, because that's basically how we know basically the value that you can create from your first creations, not from copying other people's styles directly first, because we can see whether you guys really understand how it works properly. Okay, to study yourself before you're going to turn yourself into other people's characters there, okay? Alright, what Jiachi actually have been working on there, okay? She tried to develop herself to different styles there, okay? It's a very good kind of way of approaching, and I really love to see this kind of sketches at the same time there, okay? While you develop your kind of what we call the design, I really love to see the process that you develop those kind of design works, which is you show basically the basic structures there, the constructive line, strokes, and drawings there, okay, that you guys been working on there, okay, to study basically your kind of element that you can create from there, okay. That's basically one of the values that you can create, one of the valuable kind of process that most people basically either they're afraid or they don't basically, they're ignoring basically that kind of way of working in order for them to increase the value of your presentation and your marks at the same time. So from Jachi, right? So I really love that kind of presentations. Maybe I can give around 65 there first. Alright, for that. So let me see like how much you get from there. And when you finalize that back. Around 66 there, Jachi. Okay. You have more kind of values you can get from that. You can actually show from there, okay. So based on your presentations, based on your, maybe you want to add some backgrounds, maybe you want to add another elements there, okay. Up to you there, okay, how it works. Okay, from these presentations over here, right? You can add another elements to make those presentations look more engaging there, okay. More engaging there, okay. Maybe you're wearing t-shirts, but you have a few number kind of elements that interest you to develop the accessories there, okay, for your presentations. This one is a very good one, okay. For me, a very simplifications styles that we see from here. Alright. But if you add another elements, maybe there, okay, you never know, okay, you can put some flowers there, maybe, or okay, some crown, maybe some mask there, right, okay, masquerade kind of mask, okay, anything there, okay. But this one doesn't look fine. I don't think basically going to be work for your presentations. But this one really nice there, okay. This is one of those designs that I saw quite very promising. Same goes to this one. Okay. This one also quite okay there, okay. I don't know which character style that you've been developed there, right. This one also quite okay. This one also quite nice. This is the original kind of what we call the photos there, right? Okay, that we can see from there. So we can see your kind of the transitions that you have been made from there, right? Thank you very much, Jachi. Next are going to be Zing Bang. Okay, Sing Bang there, right, again. What you actually have done over here, you can do more better there, right? Okay? You need to focus a lot on your drawing skills. We can see basically your kind of suggestions. But the problem is, right, Sing Bang, if I don't know you, if I don't know who you are, it's hard to recognize you as a person from this design. So make sure you provide basically your photos. Alright? Your original kind of resources. Zing Bang, are you here, Zing Bang? Can you listen to me?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Okay, alright, okay. Please provide basically your resources there, okay? Your photos, okay? Original photos that you actually draw from there. Okay, the drawing line, the sketch line, I quite like. I really like that, okay, because they have a very more natural, lively kind of what we call that feel from there. Okay, but the only thing that you need to be aware there, okay, when you design, okay, this one, okay, the hairstyle maybe can be a bit more higher there, okay, the head, okay, style, okay, that based on this Goku kind of style hairstyle there, okay, you can actually redevelop that if you want to make it more interesting. You have basically the kind of ideal there, okay, but need more better kind of approach, okay, later on. Okay, the nose, check back again the nose. Okay, I don't think JoJo basically style nose are going to be look like this, right? Okay, check back again, okay, a proper kind of way to design those nose. But I can see that you try hard enough to develop the style. Okay, very good. Okay. So what I can get from here is in bang is around, maybe I'm going to give around 67 for your kind of braviness, okay, to exploring other way of working with the styles there, right? Okay, using bang around 71 there, right? I don't know how much you get if you actually bring more value on your presentations. Okay, you can get A, or you can get around only 4% marks from there, almost A there, right? Okay, it's all up to you how to bring over basically your presentations. All right, Saming. But there's a lot of promising from there. I don't know, right? Okay, whether you actually going to submit and paint it properly. Okay, Shimin. Okay, if you look at this one, okay, what Shimin actually have in research about this board ape there, right? You guys can see, okay, how creatively, okay, they design these characters in one positions, but they have different expressions and different elements that create from there. This is one of the good examples, one of the popular NFT for the past 2 years there, okay, which is you can actually use as a part of your way to guide, to develop into your works, okay, creatively. So references is with you. You have to think creatively that you works on that. Okay. So what Shimin actually have done, hopefully almost the same, but unfortunately, okay, she managed to, okay, gratefully, where she managed to design herself using the same kind of what we call that features there. A different kind of methods of working. So, okay, we can see, okay, that she's really worked properly in the right kind of order to develop his own skills. Alright, a long way to go, but I don't see any kind of coloring kind of concept style from here at the moment. Hopefully she can manage to add more value from there, okay, Shimin. Okay. Alright, I think around 60 there first. Oh no, there, okay. I will give 58 there first there, Shimin. Okay, we don't add any colors from there because I saw basically that presentation there before. Okay. Okay, you better check back again, Shimin. Take it to give more better kind of presentations later on. Alright. Yu Xian is not here, King Lock there, right? Alright, King Lock. King Lock. This is only your progression, sir.
Oh, yes.
No extra sketches from here. You remember one thing, okay? 20% is your research and 20% is your final works there, right? So if this is the only one basically you've been working on there, okay?
The progress haven't done.
Okay, progressions, and also some idea developments, how basically you turn yourself from your kind of photos become into this one. I want to see that, right? Otherwise, I just saw basically you just copy from other people's characters without have a proper kind of design developments. You understand what I mean? You understand or not?
Oh, okay.
What okay there, right? I don't see basically your idea development from here. Everyone can draw and copy this kind of style, okay, without made a lot of progressions. Okay? So for me, this is not a very good kind of progression from you, even though you have those references with you. And you saw basically most of your friends have done those kind of progressions. Why don't you actually follow the way they're presenting their work, okay? The way that they're presenting their work, okay? For me, that kind of progression I can give around 20 only there, right? That's basically a PT marks from there. Okay? Because I'm not seeing any serious kind of works from there. Okay? But lucky enough you get 58 there, right? Okay. Alright. So any questions there, guys? Any kind of inquiries? That based on this rough kind of what we call the evaluations. If you don't have, thank you very much, okay, for having me today. I'm really glad to see you guys over here, and thank you very much for attending basically these sessions at the same times. Alright, at the same times over here. And hopefully you guys can actually continuing to develop a value on your presentations. Team Log and the rest of you guys are okay. Even though basically you have passed basically a very good quality of mark. From there, it doesn't mean you cannot bring more value on your presentations. Alright, the first thing is presentations, okay, your kind of submissions were based on your creativities there. Okay, your creativities. Okay, in a way basically we saw basically your kind of way of working with it. Some of you guys really take serious on your developments, and some of you guys were down there, right? So for some students basically they're right, what I saw from these evaluations, I already told some of the students, most of the students itself, they're right, if you are not basically committed yourself, okay, to submit your kind of works properly, they're right, when I actually go through back again your kind of submission on this Sunday, I can basically reduce the marks, or can actually add more marks from your evaluations, okay, from your submissions. It's all up to you there, guys. Okay, you have seen basically some of the presentation from your friends. You don't have basically to ask me again there, okay, whether you can do or not there, okay. You have to suggest to me. Give some suggestions there, okay. Just like when me and the rest of some of you guys, okay, they're not basically seek for any validations, but they suggest to me, okay, this is basically the type of work that I've been working on, and I want to develop this kind of things. So they really know basically the ideal of how to presenting their works, okay. So that's basically the thing that we can see from the Sunday kind of submissions. Not whether you're actually going to send it over my progressions and you're going to ask the same lame questions, which is, can I do this, can I do that? No. You have to decide whether you are going to use that kind of styles in order for you to submit in your final works, okay? Alright, so thank you very much guys, okay, for having me today. I will get into, okay, look into your kind of what we call that progression and your submissions, okay? The best way for you guys to basically share your kind of works by send it over to our groups, not individually, okay, because as I mentioned to other groups just now, okay, within these 2 weeks, few weeks of time there, okay, I've been busy basically traveling there, right? So traveling to our college, okay, to campus, okay, and to 2 days at the same, at different kind of time there, okay, but in the same day. So I might going to be lost a little bit track on your individual kind of what we call that progressions, okay, if you update with me individually, if you actually put some groups, in our groups, well, at least some of your friends can see the update of your works that they will give more engaging from them, okay, to compete in a healthier way, okay, to submit their works, okay. Don't be afraid, okay, to share that, okay. You have to build up those confidence from there, okay, in order for you to basically to submit your works, to share your works to the wider audience. So thank you very much, guys, for having me today. Alright, hopefully I can see you guys around in the futures. Okay, have a good day, have a good holiday at the same time. Good luck also with your kind of final year kind of presentations. Hopefully you guys will graduate on times. And if you guys are going to plan to further your studies in whatever what we call that discipline that you want, I wish you guys all the best, and I really enjoy sharing my knowledge, small knowledge that you have already from my sessions. It will bring over to your kind of future, kind of what we call the career. Okay, thank you very much. Good luck, all the best, have a good day, and don't forget to submit a leader. Okay, submit on time. Okay, bye bye, guys.